order. Roll call.
Monica Strange here.
Nathan Gibson here.
Jessica Buckland here.
Tom Bryant here.
Dan Hutton here.
All right, Pledge of Allegiance.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
They should just mute themselves.
Review of the I-35 mission statement and district priorities. The Interstate 35 Community School District exists to develop lifelong learners and responsible, productive, successful citizens in an ever-changing society. District priorities are to articulate and support a cohesive, student-centered PK-12 vision for continuous school improvement, engage in effective teaching and relevant learning for the 21st century, operate with fiscal integrity, efficiency, and effectiveness. Board goals is to continue to strengthen the culture of learning at Interstate 35 Community School District that lends to engaged learning and rigorous growth. By the end of the school year, the school will ensure transparency and will achieve optimal resources management by aligning staffing levels with student enrollment, maintaining a balanced budget, and ensuring full compliance with Iowa taxation laws. All right, I would open to discuss or approve the agenda.
I have an amendment, which is to remove item 6 in the action agenda, which is the land lease agreement with the city of Truro.
Basically deferring that land lease agreement to discussion at a different time. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with the stated amendment to remove, what item was it?
6.
Item number
Action
6.
Action item. Got it.
I'll second it.
It's been properly motioned and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, so then we move to the public hearing for the FY27 budget proposal. Public hearing number 2 for the FY27 budget proposal is now open. Since there are no residents addressing the board on the FY27 budget proposal, we will now close the public hearing. Thank you. That was a lot. All right, and then open forum, we had no one sign up.
Correct.
Okay. And that takes us to the student representative report, which
She's not here.
She had something come up and couldn't stay. so-
that's okay. So we're going right on into Roadrunner Celebrate Success. Miss Halligan and the FCCLA students are going to share some recent success stories.
Well, is I able to hook up something? Like, we just have a
Did she plug
slideshow.
in?
Do we have one? We don't.
I don't know.
We don't have that one.
Could you email it to me quick?
Yeah, I can, actually. Layla, do you want to hand out the papers? For paperwork. Is it Chad Graydon?
Yes.
Hello, I can spell that. There we go. Okay, it'll be on Canva. Alright, thank you. Do both. Okay, so we're gonna hand out a couple papers. One is just explaining what FCCLA is, and the second one I have is our newsletter that we created, highlighting all the recent events.
Says I don't have access. Share it out. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, give me a second. Plus access. Open your Canva. Oh, okay, hold on. You ready for the one? See if that works. Oh yeah, I sent you to that one. There it goes. Perfect. We'll give that a second to go up. Okay, so what FCCLA is a new organization brought by Mrs. Halligan. It stands for Family, Career, Community Leaders of America. This is our proposal to the 7th and 8th grade, mainly 8th grade, for recruitment since this is a very small organization and we want to build this community up because it's a very great community. It's like an extra and intracurricular activity. It goes based off the FCS skills that you learn and life skills and whatnot, and it brings it to the real world. You want to flip to the next one? So in the fall, they went to a leadership rally. They went to to learn more of FCCLA. On Halloween, if you were here, you heard about the cookies, Miss Halligan's famous recipe. We made Halloween cookies and they sold out for $1 to raise money for our said programs. We even participated in the trick or treat, the school-wide one, we hand out candy. We had a district meeting where we went over, me and Haley Cormany are now district officers for the Heartland district, and we'll plan next year's meeting, but you go to that meeting and you go based off what is this year's theme? What meetings are we gonna have? When will districts be? And you learned bonding with your FCCLA community. They did Veterans Day, they held a breakfast, I'm pretty sure, I wasn't there for that one. Then we did Valentine's Day cookies, that was probably our biggest hit because parents came in and wrote little embarrassing notes for them. And those were also sold for $1 to raise money. We partnered with the Ronald McDonald House for pop tabs to send them in, and that's essentially gold, and it raises money to help them. We also partnered with, what board line was it? For board lines? The Iowa Select Farms, and during Christmas, we were at the Talk Shop, and we gave parents gifts for their kids, but we also gave them pork loins, and I think a scholarship money or something that went with it, and that helped families for Christmas, have food on their table for their kids and whatnot. Obviously, we host chapter meetings here today. We're also hoping to get more of those with our FCS leadership class. We went to the Capitol. That was CTE Day, so it was FFA, FCCLA. There's another group there. I can't remember off the top of my head. But we met with the Senate President, who covers for our district. We got to meet with her. We got a little meet and greet. Told her what it was, promoting it. Me, Layla, and Haley we went to state. I made this cake. It is not real, it is foam. Just to point that out. I got 4th out of 28 competing cakes. Haley and Layla made a food truck challenge, which is it's somewhere in this slide. Oh, it's on the paper, my bad.
Yes.
It looks like an egg roll. They made a steak pork fajita egg roll with a chimichurri sauce. They got 2nd out of 12.
Yep.
And then we created this poster in the middle. We did a mental health day with youth. So we worked with 7th and 8th grades, did a whole assembly. We even worked with Mr. Beckel and those teachers, and we got them set up on what is mental health, how does it benefit, what are the signs of it, what are coping mechanisms, and how that kind of incorporates with FCCLA and how it helps. And we took that, we got a gold medal, and that sent us to we were able to compete to nationals. So we will be going to Washington, D.C. this summer to compete, which is also kind of what we were kind of learning to talk about since it is also kind of expensive. We also gained a scholarship for $100 because Layla and Haley, Layla will explain this one.
We got for one of our pure education, small projects we did. Me and Haley got a $100 scholarship, which we just got the check for. Because we do all these little projects, and there's some for community service, career connections, facts, which is about driving safety, families first, financial fitness, power of one, stand up, and student body, which all just goes to improve our community and kind of makes FCCL members think of new ways you can always help out somebody, and hopefully put it in action by making even posters, which me and Haley have done a lot of those this year, and just things to help the community.
And then Mrs. Halligan also put in a reward for us. So we didn't get the one we tried to go for. In the gym, the state championship banners, the big one we get for football, that's what a gold one looks like. But we did end up getting a silver platter for our first year by achieving all the things. I went to all the rallies, CTE Day, going to state, doing all these other competitive things.
Bless you.
I think And then, obviously, me and Haley ran for district officer. We've made it. We don't have our positions yet. We both went out for a state officer position. I made it through round 1. I didn't make it through the top 10, so we weren't state officers, but new coming members are always welcome to try for it, and we kind of want to push that because it's a great leadership opportunity. And I think that is all it. Is there anything else we missed? All right, that is it we have for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
Well job presenting. This was really good.
I get that a lot, actually. I'm gonna take this. It's really good.
Okay, so it's real frosting.
Yes, it's real frosting and fondant.
Okay, okay, that's what I thought.
The rest of it is not real.
Right.
But, yeah, someone asked me actually today, like, can I eat that? I'm like, no.
You can, might not enjoy it, but
I'm
yeah.
like, if you want the chocolate off of it, but it's been sitting for like a month, no.
All right. That leads us on to the admin reports. We'll start with Ms. Woods. You guys have had a busy month.
Yes.
It has been that.
How did the PD day go? I see you did the costume fair.
Well, if you guys want a video, I do have a
I
cool
do.
video.
Oh, I want one, yes.
It's something. Let me find it real quick. Was that before the music concert or after?
Music concert was just Friday.
Almost. I really do have them. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. It's just on my phone, so.
Some people think that special needs students cannot behave like gender students do, but I know this not to be true.
So just to clarify,
Perform, now that's low. Some of them just need their needs met. Ask Maslow.
so
Maslow's hierarchy.
you're not. It's not like a stand up in front of the crowd and do. It's like every so many people are presenting at one time, and then he just starts beating on a drum in the middle of the deal.
The presentations.
Yeah.
Whoa, do not be baffled. Proximity, seating, modeling. Try your scaffold. Oh, but here come the sayers of nay. Some kids just bad is what they say. Or not me. I think it's dreadfully imperative that we end this dreadful narrative.
So it goes on for a
Students
while,
deserve to learn. All distraction
but
can cause so much
they had a good
frustration.
time.
Good.
And now I have to be prepared for sneak attacks like
Uh,
that. So that was good though.
Nice. And the concert went well. I heard lots of really good
Yeah.
comments about that.
You know,
Is it just the 6th grade left?
just
Where's
6th
the
grade
game?
left, and I think there's like a band, choir, music combo.
Okay. And then we had just gotten ours too. The ISAFs scores are starting to come back, but not proficiency, right?
I also wanted to say thank you. I know you and your team each year put a lot of time into your goals and really focus on what you guys want to achieve as a team, and that was awesome to see that in here. I had one question. I saw remove Grandparents' Day. Is it not well attended, or?
No, it's definitely well attended.
Oh.
I think the challenge we have is we're not maybe putting the best content out for grandparents, and want to make a more meaningful output. And so the concept would be to look at more of a leadership day where we couple all that in.
Okay.
You know, we send those personalized invitations to grandparents. There's still a day where they can come,
Okay.
but we're putting a much more quality output
Gotcha.
for that audience.
Okay. All right. Well, again, thank you for all the time you and your staff put together to, pull these goals and objectives together and, kind of point you guys at a common vision. So,
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right, thank you, Ms. Woods. Echo, you're up. Have a fun speech for us this time or anything?
I know that the crash, I forget what it's called, the
Mock crash.
mock crash that you had was the talk of the town, not just talk of the community, really. So I think that was really well done and really well received. It looks like it had a lot of community members involved in pulling it together.
So
So
we had the volunteer firefighters, the EMS, we even had Life Flight land. It was awesome.
Yeah.
The kids that participated went nuts with the makeup. It was almost kind of scary walking out there seeing them.
Yeah.
Whoa.
yeah.
I wanted to take a picture. I was like, well, that's not right.
I will say you traumatized my daughter.
The car being there.
She didn't know me. This car was being used.
Oh.
And she walked out
She saw it out there.
and saw the blood all over it. And I was like, oh no, Mia didn't bleed on the car accident.
So sorry.
But she came home angry. I meant to call you. I'm like, you can talk to Mr. Beckel about that.
Yeah, when a couple of the kids pointed out, that's actually his car. I'm like, no way. Like, especially once I saw the back end of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't have found a better one to use for this.
But, it seemed like it hit home. The kids did a great job of listening. And
I heard a lot of great feedback,
Yeah.
especially from the kids
Lot
about it.
A lot of good feedback.
A
Yeah.
really cool moment in the auditorium, telling the kids, like, you guys remember every time you get behind the wheel that you are somebody's precious cargo. Irreplaceable precious cargo. And I turned and I looked at Officer Flaherty and I was like, did you guys find out the helicopter was coming today? And he goes like this, you could hear.
that's cool.
It was neat. It was neat.
Ellie Hutton was disappointed somebody didn't want to take the time to fill out the paperwork so she could actually fly in
Yeah,
it.
she wanted to fly. Yeah. She said she actually changed what she wants to go into after high school.
Yeah.
She, like, her passion is baking. She makes the best, like, cakes and pastries, and I've gotten a sample quite a few.
Runs in her family, cooking does.
Yeah. But she said that after that event, after getting to get into the Life Flight and talk to DMT, she wants to be EMT.
Oh wow. Yeah. It was really well done. Thank you for pulling that together.
Absolutely.
And that's the current tardy, or is this from last time?
It's got monthly comparisons over the last 3 years.
Because they say the tardies have gone down,
Yeah,
which is
tardies have gone well.
phenomenal.
Attendance.
Rough.
Yeah.
Oh,
But we
yes.
just got hit again with sickness.
Yeah, it's been
Didn't
nuts.
we, like, fifth disease in the elementary, and some high school kids have gotten some viral
Yeah, and this
stuff.
kind of crazy. But yeah, the tardies have been awesome. Combination of the music and I think the potential for the out-and-out has kind of helped out with the tardies.
Thank you.
Alright, that leads us to Miss Day.
So, yeah, just highlighting a few things that we purchased for teachers, elementary, and then also the KU strategies for comprehension, so that'd be more on the special ed side, and then we provided training on those strategies as well, and I think those are being well used in the special ed realm, so that's been good. We had teacher-led professional learning, that was back in February, and we had 3 different sessions. There were 3 different time frames, 6 sessions each time frame. Elementary and secondary teachers, I think equal numbers, were presenting those, and they were amazing. The ones that I stepped into every one of them, and they were amazing. The resources that teachers provided others was really good. We got good feedback on that. And then just some other things that we're doing from an instructional coaching perspective. Did include some data in there about how many teachers we're getting to. It's roughly 50% in each building, so it's about almost even. If you round up on those numbers, right? And then just some things that we're, the coaches have been involved in too, so.
So I had a question on that. So I was, I guess, excited and surprised to see that number. I think they presented to us, what was it, 3, 4 sessions ago, maybe? And Jess, I can't remember, you asked the question, but I thought I received that they weren't able to get as much time with secondary as what they were getting in elementary. So did you guys make that pivot that quickly to be able to divide that?
I will say it's been amazing the number of rooms they've got into in the
That's
secondary
awesome.
level.
Okay.
Yep, we've been focusing on supporting teachers at that level. It's been good.
Well, I
That's
think
good,
they were
yes.
looking at coaching cycles too. And those are typically gonna be lower in the secondary than.
Oh, that's
compared
different than
to-
this?
And I just combined it,
Yeah.
any teacher that we're supporting, so the
So they
number
come
of
in for
hours,
all
so it's
kinds of
kind
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, if you wanted me to break those out, I could do that.
No,
No.
no, I think it's great they're being
Yeah.
used
Yeah,
so heavily, so.
no, it's great.
Yeah. So,
Awesome.
yep, and then just mentoring is included in there again, and then just some assessment system, you talked about ISAS, we did, thanks to the principals and their hard work, we were able to get 100% of our students tested for ISAS, so that's a huge improvement.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, that'll lead us to the superintendent report.
Yeah, just a quick update. So we had, a couple weeks ago, we had our 11-month walkthrough with the fields, and everything was good. There's a couple doors that still need to be painted, but otherwise everything checked out and passed the walkthrough, and so we're just waiting on those couple doors to get painted, and that's fully complete. So.
Awesome.
And I don't even know, I thought I heard something, I don't even know if it's applicable to here, if I heard it from somewhere else, but did we have a flooding or rain problem in the new,
We did, that's been
We
fixed.
did, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You weren't here. I think we had talked about
We
that
talked
the
about it a
last
couple
time.
months
No,
ago.
maybe I
or
did
something.
hear that at this meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
They
so that's
added-
fixed and
They
taken
added
care of.
doors to the outside.
So the
further
water
out
can't get
than-
in.
Yeah.
than usual. So
Okay.
that's been fixed. We haven't had any water in those hallways or
Since then?
rafters. We've had.
We've had
enough
plenty of rain to
so-
test it, so, okay.
Yep, that's
All right,
been fixed.
thank you.
Is that it?
Yep.
That was the facility, okay. All right, so we'll move on. Discuss or approve the consent items. I will run through those. Let's see. We have the,
We're done their past meeting minutes and then you flip.
okay. The past meeting minutes from 3/23/26, special, regular, and work session, and 4/8/26, a special meeting. Monthly bills and financial statements. Let's see. We have hires. Deborah Wilson is hired as an elementary teacher for the 26-27 school year. And for our resignations, we have Laura Haynes resigning as yearbook sponsor effective at the end of the 25-26 school year. Jason Smith resigning as the high school student council sponsor effective at the end of the 25-26 school year. Kelly Stark resigns as a daycare associate effective May 21st, 26. Stephanie Edwards resigns as an associate effective May 1st, 26. William Swim resigns as the middle school head football coach effective April 14th, 26. And then we have a handful of open enrollment in and out of district. So I would open it for any questions or discussion.
I just had a quick question on the activities bills. There's a $6,270 charge that just says general expenses.
That's the Bank of Montreal credit card charges.
Okay, and then you sent us the email with
And
the
I
credit card
sent the
charge.
board members
Yeah.
just kind of all the different activities that use those, so.
So when we see a general expense on any of the regular budget items, that's generally credit card payment. For the
Yep.
most part, we can go back and reference that in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's the Bank of Montreal is the vendor.
Oh, I'm sorry,
on
yeah,
it.
sorry, Bank of
Yep.
Montreal.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. That's all I had. Tom, Dan, anything?
No, I looked
Okay.
things over. They looked fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent items.
Been properly motioned. Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Been seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. So now we will move into the action agenda, starting with the proposed FY27 certified budget has a proposed tax rate of 16.95156. Recommendation is a motion to approve the overall tax rate of 16.95156 or as decided. So I would open it for discussion.
So I think I brought this up after we had our meeting, our workshop on this. We had all agreed and kind of talked about 16.1, is that correct? In the workshop.
That's what I remember.
1619091. Yes.
Okay. So my next question would be, is at that point in time, we had maxed out like all the things that you were wanting to max out besides the, what is the
Management.
fund? I thought we maxed out the management.
No, it was the management.
Or was the management the save deal?
It was management. So 16.9 was presented in the workshop. When we discussed in the workshop, we were discussing 16.1. We'd asked April where the money would come out of, and it would come out of the management fund. If we went down to 16.1. Yeah.
If we went down to 16.1.
Yep. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, April, regardless, whatever we go down to, 16.9, 16.8, 16.5, 16.1, you would be pulling that out of the management fund. Everything else would be maxed out.
Correct.
Yeah. So.
And what do we pay for with the management fund?
Any unemployment insurance claims, property, work comp insurance, the SU Jester break fix insurance, retirement.
How much do we have in the management fund right now?
$540,000.
540,000.
Yep, as of March 31st.
And proposed where we are right now. Actually, let me ask this question first. Historically, on the insurance for insurance, which we all know how I feel about that, and all that other stuff, what does that historically cost us in the last few years per year?
All of it together, all the
Yeah.
expenses, it's around, I'm gonna, just off the top of my head, I want to say it's around 600 to 650 are the expenses that come out of there.
I don't know what just happened, but it kind of like blanked out for a second. To do it to you too, Tom?
Yeah.
650.
You said
650,000?
Yeah, in expenses. And then if we choose not to do that insurance on the insurance for the wind hail, for any damage from wind hail, then it would be around a $500 deductible if there's ever damage. So that's building that up so that we've got that, so that we don't have to pay for the insurance on the insurance, but we need to have those funds available.
Okay.
And I know that's
how much
waiting on
proposed. Okay, so proposed right now at the 16.9, what are we putting in that general fund? How much?
In that management fund?
Management fund, sorry. Not general, sorry. I meant to say management. I misspoke.
1.6.
1.6 million?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we spent 600,000 last year out of it?
I think closer to 650, but that was also paying the insurance on the insurance, where if there's a claim, that's an additional 500,000, just this building. Like if there's
So the only thing that's going to change is this fund right here, whether we're at 16.1 or 16.9, correct?
Yes.
So it's a question of funding it with 1.6 million versus funding it with, if we did 16.1, 1.45 million or something like that.
1.4, yeah.
1.4. So that's really the difference in the management fund. Fund at 1.6 or fund at 1.4.
Is this like a savings account for the school?
No. No. It's.
So what is it?
It's those expenses that I listed that can come out of there.
Okay. And historically, like last year, and like, well, okay, I guess when I say historically, last year was around 650. Do you know what the number was the year before?
Not off the top of my head, I don't.
Do you think it was over the 650? You think it was roughly the same?
It was probably a little bit less, just because property and work comp insurance increases quite a bit every year.
Every year, yeah.
Okay, so here, and this is just me, and I'm only one board member, guys, and I hope everybody can hear me.
They can.
All right, I personally don't think that I am comfortable with taking an extra $1 million or so, or even an extra couple $100,000 from our taxpayers for something that we're historic, like the last 2 years, we've only spent 600 and some thousand. I would rather it stay in their savings account rather than us have it for a possible. But I'm one board member, and this is an open discussion for the other board members, and I'd like to hear what they have to say.
I would agree along the same lines, now knowing what actually has been spent out of that historically. The other problem I have, and you know, I've had conversations with Chad and April, is I have a really tough with this when what are the repercussions going to be for other things that we're looking to do, being the bond that's coming up. Because I've had conversations in the community say, if we do this, it's going to negatively affect how they vote towards that bond. And that bond has to pass. We need that bond. And if we do this at the 16-9, I know that I only talk to a handful of the community, and they're not the masses, but I believe there's other people that feel the same, and this is going to negatively affect other things that we want to get done for the school.
So you're saying that they've said if we decrease it, or if we leave it the same?
If we leave it the same, I mean, be honest with you, the conversations, if we raise it at all, it don't even matter if we go 16-1, it could have a negative impact. But if we can show that we at least came back to the drawing board and had a discussion and tried to lower it, that might go a lot further with the community. But yes, I've had the community say, we do this increase, it's gonna affect how they vote against the bond.
I want to clarify for Monica, because I think that's what she's thinking.
Yes.
That when you say increase, you're talking about the total dollars coming into the school, because the rate would be decreasing.
Yeah.
The rate is decreased no matter what from last year. It's the dollar amount that you're talking about, right, Tom?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that Monica.
Yeah. So to clarify for Monica, yes, it's the dollar value, but people really aren't looking at this in depth. That's the other problem that we're having. All they're seeing is that they're getting a letter in the mail, and there's a percentage rate that's being thrown out there.
Right, but that percentage rate is lower than what it currently is.
Yep. And then when you do look at the dollar value, they see that it's still an increase.
Right, but that's not our fault. It's not our fault that they're giving more money to the school because the county raised their taxes. The county,
Monica, one
the
thing
county
that is
raised
our
the
fault,
value.
I just want to
We
stop you
can't-
and make sure you understand, is we're asking for $1.6 million at this 16-9 when we only use 600,000. Why are we asking for an extra $1 million?
Yeah,
How much is typically in that account?
I think, you know, for me, Tom
We're
brought up a
trying to
good
build
point.
up for those. Because it's been said to not pay the insurance on the insurance, right, Dan?
Yes.
So if we want to pay our own deductible, if this building gets hit with wind or hail, then we've got to pay that certain percentage of the value of the building and everything in it. So it's going to be at least $500,000 for just this building. And then you've got the bus barn. You've got all of those. So if there's a big storm that comes through, and it could happen twice in 1 year. It just, to have
Okay,
that.
so question. How much is that insurance on insurance? How much was it this last time?
I want to say around 20,000. I'm not positive on that.
$20,000, okay. We're asking our taxpayers for another $1 million. So let's ask our taxpayers for another, I don't know, like $100,000 more. So instead of $650, we put it at $750. What's that put our levy rate at? Because I truly, personally have a hard time asking taxpayers to give us $1 million for something we're not actually spending.
So then along those
How is it fair
lines,
that I take it out of their bank account and
that's,
put it in ours?
and that's why we're having the discussion. So it's, if we're not doing that, then we will continue to pay the insurance on the insurance.
I think that's money ball there, like $20,000 over taking $1 million from, I think the taxpayers would split 20 grand over $1 million any day.
So,
Well, and,
Yeah.
okay, so then when that comes up for renewal, that's the conversation instead of every time it feels
Yep,
like.
yep, I'll gladly say, I think this is ridiculous, but we should definitely pay it. Because insurance on insurance,
That's the
tell
comment
me
every
I'm wrong,
time.
is crazy.
so I had a question. Let's say it goes through 6-1. That we'd be putting the same amount, 16-1, sorry. We'd be putting the same amount in the management fund that we did last year. Is that a correct statement? If you had the rate at 16-1, you'd be roughly putting the same amount in the management fund you put last year?
Gotta find that line. Sorry.
And remember, we still have 550 left right now.
No.
It would be more that would be going in.
So even at 16-1, it would be more than last year?
Yes.
Okay, and last year you built up, do you feel we built up at least a positive step in building that up?
Yes.
And this year, even at 16-1, will we be building it up even more? Obviously not as much as we'd be building it up if we did 16-9.
Right.
But it's still building it up nonetheless.
Right. And then it would be the overall dollars coming into the school from all buckets would be the same as what came in last year.
Yes. So it's essentially keeping the revenues flat. Okay. Okay.
But everybody still got raises.
Yeah,
Like,
because that
we
money
kept
comes
running
from
the
the
way we
state.
needed to.
Yeah.
I'm just clarifying.
Yeah,
It's still
yeah.
all mixed in with it, but yes.
Yes. Okay.
And I think the other factor in this too, hopefully you guys looked at the spreadsheets I sent you guys, right? And proposed legislative actions that they're doing with SAVE and taking money away from schools, right? So if you look at those spreadsheets, I-35 won't have a positive until 2045 because it's negative up until then, right? So we're getting less and less money from the state based on that. So I think that's part of that conversation, which is important to remember. That, yeah, we want to be respectful and make sure we're making good.
So they've
choices.
passed all that, Chad?
No.
That's not passed yet, no.
Okay.
And I appreciate you saying it. I read through every single one of that, but it's hard to make decisions on hypotheticals that may or may not come. I get it, we need to consider it, but that's hard to process that because that may or may not get passed, right? It's passed the House, hasn't passed the Senate, and then it would still need to go to the governor to sign, if I'm understanding where the current bill's at.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
But also, so if we leave a tax rate of 16.95156 and we pass the bond in November, we won't have to raise the tax rate to cover it, correct?
It should not impact it, no.
So I don't see how people are sitting here saying that if we leave it, it's going to affect how they vote because we won't have to change it.
I would
It's
counter and say, what makes you think if we lower it that we're going to have to raise it to make the bond
Right.
payment?
No, I'm,
There's no
right.
evidence that supports
I
that
echo
either.
what Nathan's saying.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Well, I think
And-
the legislation that's currently going through impacts that.
Exactly, yes.
But again, hypotheticals.
But what
Okay,
if all-
I would like to
what
make a
if all
motion
comes to
that we
fruition?
put the
There's
tax
still
rate
Hold on,
at
hold on.
16.1.
Yeah, hold on, Dan. Go ahead.
What if that does come to fruition?
So
And-
first off, you don't have to make bond payments. Let's say it passes this year.
Right.
It
No,
wouldn't
but
be.
what if-
Hold on. You asked me a question. I'm trying to
Right,
answer.
no, but I'm saying, but what if what he's saying does come to
Yeah.
fruition and then we end up having to raise it
Yeah.
next year?
Again, and that's the thing. It's not next year, it may be the year
Right.
after. You get a bond passed in November, it's gonna be 2 years before you have to pay it. So you have 2 cycles for a board to potentially look at that and make changes on the bond. I don't see that as a justification to say, hey, let's take more money from taxpayer pockets out of what could be just in case, right? You got 2 more voting cycles, you can decide to make those changes if it becomes an issue that you can't make a bond payment. But there's nothing to suggest that that's gonna be an issue.
And if the legislation gets passed, we'd have a better argument in a couple years of why we're raising the rate.
Yes.
And now we have to tell the community we're raising it because of a hypothetical.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But we're not raising
We're
it.
not raising it.
We're not
The
raising
rate
it.
is not increasing.
The rate is going down, but the reality
We're
is we're
taking
still
more money.
getting more money from the community.
Off a hypothetical, and that's the community is kind of, they're not looking at that rate anymore. They're just looking at why is a government entity taking yet more money year after year after year? It's looking at the total revenues. So. Any more discussion? Call for a motion.
I would like to ask one more question. Or make a statement. To clarify, and this is a question and a statement, this is not affecting any money that pays teachers. This is not affecting mowing our lawn. This is not affecting our maintenance, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other comments, discussion? Well, I would open the floor for a motion at this time if you see fit.
I would like to make a motion that we set the tax levy rate at 16.1.
Is that the 16.19091?
From the workshop, Dan?
Yes, I would like what we did at the workshop, yes, the 16.191 vote.
Yep. I'll second that.
It's been properly motioned second. We actually an individual roll call on this
It's a
one.
roll call.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll start with Dan,
Aye.
Tom,
Aye.
Monica,
No.
Nathan,
Aye.
Jessica. Aye. It's been properly motioned and approved. We'll move on. Now we're looking at the approval for master plan proposal from the facilities committee.
All right, so the Facilities Committee met twice since January. Went through a lot of different scenarios. Do we want to bring it back in November? Do we not want to bring it back in November? Does it look the same? Does it look different? Looked at a couple different options as far as changing some or altering some of the plan a little bit. But ultimately, the committee has decided to bring the same plan back, which includes the kitchen and gym air conditioning, the maintenance repairs, which include tunnel, EFS, gym leaks, reconfigured classrooms, renovating the pre-K daycare, high school classrooms with and the ICN room, completing the loop road and reconfiguring the West Drive for safety reasons, to reroute it around the student parking away from the weight room, one-way traffic pattern, build a new stadium with new lighting, scoreboard bleachers, press box fencing, synthetic turf, and an 8-lane track. Add additional restrooms to the existing baseball, softball concessions on the opposite side. Add additional parking to the south of the new stadium. Demo the existing stadium bleachers, press box, scoreboard, widen the field for soccer, and an all-purpose field. So that total is $12.3 million.
So nothing changed in the proposal?
Correct.
Minus the total dollar amount. It
Yeah.
was at 12.8.
I would say these facility meetings, especially the last one, was very well attended. There was a ton of people in there. There was a lot of good dialogue and a lot of good discussion. Not only as it pertains to should we change anything, and there was a lot of debate on that. Chad even brought I'm forgetting the architect's name back in to have discussions, and they played around with different things. And at the end of the day, that group really came back and solidified that our existing plan is still the best plan, and that we need to focus on getting the message out better this time around rather than changing the plan. And I would agree. So
there's a new approach is being taken.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Is this where they're doing the yes
Yeah.
committee or something?
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
a different
Yeah.
face kind of going out there, multitude of people.
yeah,
If I understood that correct.
yeah.
Yep. So we're seeking approval from the board so that we can move forward with the attorneys and start drafting language and getting signatures and all of that stuff. So that's what we're asking tonight.
Okay. Any questions or discussions?
No.
No.
All right, I would open the floor for a motion.
I will excitedly motion to approve the master plan proposal as presented.
Properly motioned, do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
It's been motioned and seconded, all those in favor, signify by aye.
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 Opposed? Okay. That moves us on to the FY25 school audit.
The audit is attached in the agenda, and then you've each got a copy, and Tom and Dan, I'll give you your copies when I see you again.
Okay.
Because everybody wants these.
Keep on
It was
that.
a
The main-
fun read last night.
Yeah, the main thing for audit findings, and that's page 64, is the lack of segregation of duties.
Which has been that way for the
It's-
last
yeah.
4 years.
And almost
but,
every school has it on
Yeah.
theirs, so
Yeah.
that's.
So you're telling me they want me to spend less money but hire more people?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it. Just checking. Okay.
Any discussions or questions outside of Dan's?
No, other than I got to witness the army of people that come in for this. It was ridiculous. The amount of screens that they had sitting in the room. But anyway, it was crazy.
All right, well then, I'd open the floor for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve and accept the fiscal year 25 school audit.
Second that.
Properly motioned and seconded, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. That leads us to the prepayment surplus levy for FY '27. I would open the floor for discussion.
This pays it off, right?
Yep. This makes it so it's paid off within 10 years. So the 2017 GEO bond will be paid fully in FY '27. And that is included in the budget dollar amounts.
Okay.
Go I-35.
Chloe, any discussion? All right,
Nope.
I'd open the floor for a motion then.
I'll make a motion to approve the prepayment surplus levy for
Says
FY
roll call.
2027. Roll call vote?
Yeah, I see that one.
Yep.
All right, it's been properly motioned, do I have a second?
I'll second.
I'll second.
We'll give it to
Monica
Tom.
did.
Oh.
I already
Monica
wrote
beat him.
Monica. And then it's roll call.
All right, now we're gonna roll call. Monica?
Aye.
Nathan?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
And Jessica? Aye. Okay. Approval for the FY '27 non-association staff salaries. So they're recommending a 3.47% increase for the 26-27 school year. This includes 4% for all staff, and for hourly staff, they will receive a minimum of 80 cents per hour. Increase, only 3 staff members will be affected by this. 3.5% for directors and 3% for our administrators. 20 employees are in this classification. So we are looking to approve the 3.4% or open this up for discussion. Solid discussion. Okay, I'll open the floor for a motion.
I'll make
Say
a,
2 of us already discussed it.
I'll make a motion to approve the presented 3.4%, $50,990 increase for non-association staff.
It's been properly motioned. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Got a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? And we're skipping that. Now we're looking to approve Highland Dairy for milk bids and Can o' Gold for bread bids for the 26-27 school year.
And Angie
Island
was,
Dairy?
Yeah.
who he is?
Yeah, Angie was gonna be here, but she had other stuff happen. So, she submitted a lot of information on the way that milk can be done. In order to offer 2% in whole milk, you almost need to have someone that can sit there and police that cooler. Because at breakfast, they can't have it. Or if you bring a sack lunch, you can only have 1%. There's just a lot of, someone would have to monitor what
Weird.
kids are coming in and taking it, when they are. We would need a whole nother cooler. However, she still accepted the bids with those different options on it. So if they change some of that Healthy Kids Act stuff, then it can come back. But otherwise, it's still the chocolate, strawberry, and the white milk. That,
Okay.
Still not
Yep.
AE. Got it.
Yep.
I know she's sad about it too.
Alright.
And these are the same companies we currently have,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions? All right, I'd open the floor for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve Highland Dairy for milk bids and Canna Gold for bread.
It's been properly motioned. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Now we're looking at approval for a daycare handbook change. So due to increased enrollment in space, the daycare program wants to adjust from age 3 to 4th grade and is a change from 3 to 12 years of age.
I'm not an expert in space. I definitely trust you. You're getting too packed, I'm guessing. You gotta.
We've had a
you gotta-
waiting list
Yeah.
every year. We can't, what's happening is we always serve 3-year-old preschool and 4-year-old preschoolers. So they keep moving up and we're out of space.
Question for you. If the bond passes with the changes in here, will that open it up
Yep.
so you can offer
Yep.
that back again?
Yep.
There's a yes
Yeah.
committee checkbox item that we need to talk about, so, okay. All right.
All right. Any other questions or discussion? All right, I'll open the floor for a motion.
Motion to approve the daycare handbook changes as presented.
It's been properly motioned. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Now we are looking at approval, approving the agreement to purchase the turf tank for $11,850.
I'm reading something wrong. My printout says $11,500 for turf tank.
Did that change? Because on here it says different. Oh, it does?
We might need to change that. We were,
Should have went down.
So is it 11.8 or is it
Knocked
11.5?
off
Half
300?
off of a fee I pushed back, so it should be on the one that Brandon pulls up.
It's the
11.8,
11.5.
5.
What's that?
That's, the one up here is 11.85.
But remember, that's only the first year. Open up that doc that shows the breakout, my doc. It's a little easier to read than theirs. So you have to pay a delivery fee and an upfront fee on the first year, but then the second and third years, you don't pay those fees. But we were able to get 50% off that original fee, so it dropped it by almost $900 the first year.
So when we approve this, we're approving a 3-year,
It's a 3-year lease agreement.
so we're basically approving a $33,000, 850.
Yes.
So that's what it should be, right? When we motion, it would have to be a $33,000 purchase, because that's what's being presented.
So
We have to-
If we're
we don't
entering
approve
into
it
that
here.
contract, I would say so.
Yeah. Because what you're saying, Mr. Weber, is we're not just buying the first year. You have to buy all
It's a-
3 in
yeah,
order to get the
you get all
discount.
three, so we're
Okay.
choosing to lease over a purchase. The purchase is a lot more, but with the lease, it's fully warranted, and it's the tech piece is the big thing with this. It's why it's so much more efficient, less manpower, less paint. But you get the tech and the upgrades if you're leasing every year. You have someone here doing it if they need to be.
Do we pay the 33 now,
No,
or is it you
no,
just pay
no.
the 11 every
Yep.
year? So that's
And I'll remind,
why.
this is a fully funded piece. I'm not asking for any general money.
Yeah, no, so then it's just,
Okay.
we're just approving the payment for this year.
Yes, yes.
Well, we're-
Sorry. You're
'Cause you have
appro-
to-
you're
We have
You
to
have
approving-
approve all
3
three.
years.
Yeah, all three.
But
then
it's
you're-
only $11,000 a year.
Today,
It's not,
yeah.
yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
And so how
So
does
is the
this,
funding, does that come from donations or?
Yeah, so this would be all activities except the piece I highlighted in there. I worked with Matt. It's going to allow a lot less labor in the fall. So right now we have a full-time employee that does our building grounds, obviously. But then in the fall, we have a part-time employee that has to be out there helping to keep up with everything, just the football fields. So I went to him, and so there's a small amount, I can't read it where I'm sitting, but I thought it was 2,400 or something, or 2,000. That number was actually a little higher. I think he said it was 2,482 last year is what we spent on just the part-time. It frees up Don to do other things as well, but I wasn't gonna try and get into the nitty-gritty on that savings.
So this can go on the ball, like the softball. base?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Anything.
Yes, I was gonna ask that too. So
Yeah.
this will do everything
Nice.
even outside of football, baseball,
Yeah.
softball.
Yep. You can even buy a package, you can choose that, do an add-on. So let's say when all the parking lots have to be done, you can, for a small fee, because I don't want to buy the superior amount just for this, it literally can go do all that too. And we have them here on site, the pictures I put in here down below are all, this is our football field, this is 20 minutes.
Oh,
And they did an entire thing down here, and then you'll see at the bottom, I think there's 60 or 80 schools in the state of Iowa that currently use it.
Nice.
well, that's cool.
so,
Very
Yeah, so we
lines.
can do the logo, we can do like Gene Bathke Field, we can do all that stuff on the grass every time, you just program it and it goes.
And the programming will come with whatever our annual fee is for
Yeah,
this.
that upfront fee is the delivery, and then it's to bring their team out here, and it would be me, Don, and their team learning how to use it for an entire day. Obviously, we got a crash course for the 2 hours they're here doing this, but that would be getting into all the nitty gritty, but it also is 24/7, 365 help by phone.
Nice.
Okay.
Does it cost us money, Brayden, when we change a logo or anything? Do we have to pay anything for a different logo, or is it all part of it then?
So it depends on how you want to do the logo. So included in when you pull up the other package, not my doc, but the other one, he's throwing in, I think it's a $1,500, that's off the top of my head, a free logo. So in theory, we could design, have them do the actual logo. But like Interstate 35 in the end zones is not a logo, that's right. Gene
Yeah.
Bathke Field at the 40-yard line, or for the sake of argument down the road, we decided to use this and put a company name on the field and sell
Sponsors, that's what I was just
Yes,
thinking.
that's all writing, but if I wanted to have that sponsor's logo and then outline it in color and do all, yes, that would cost more, I'm not sure it'd be cost efficient. But the name, the writing, if you wanted to do it, you could do at no extra cost.
Well, this thing sounds awesome. Okay, thank you.
And it comes with some paint too, each year.
It comes with all the paint we'll need.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me take that back. If all of a sudden we were doing not only the 2 practice fields, but if soccer down the road was here and we get the bond passed and all that, like, we'll probably have to do some paint, but it uses 50% less amount of paint. So it was actually kind of ridiculous looking at the gallon comparison of how little amount of paint it uses. So it does come with paint.
Is that your computer?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll do video for this.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh.
Awesome. Okay.
All right.
I would open the floor for a
and
motion.
wait, I have,
Oh,
what do we have, what do we currently use?
Walk behinds and people. So like the first time we do it, there's metal stakes in the ground, so we have a surveyor that comes out and spray paints the in August. And then it's usually a team of about 8 of us that first paint that gets it out. You have strings and lines, and it's an entire day the first time, and then you're essentially going on top of that stencil all year long. So, multiple times a week.
perfect. I'd open the floor for a motion now.
Make a
I
mo-
motion to approve it.
It's been properly motioned. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Properly motioned, second, and all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. You got your turf tank. Now we're going to look at the Heartland AEA Math Consultant Services for the 26-27 school year at a cost of $11,280. Is this something we don't use now?
We use consultants now, but because of the AEA changes, they have to send agreements now.
Yep.
So Previous years, you didn't have to have the agreements approved by the board and signed this way, because we worked with them, we paid that way, with flow-through dollars. But now, if we want to use a consultant more than 5 days or more, we have to have a board approved, so.
All right.
Is this a different number of days than we had last year, than this current year?
Nope.
Open the floor for a motion.
Motion to approve the AEA service agreement as presented.
It's been motioned. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
And seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That takes us to approval for E-rate power equipment. So Aircore Wireless is the winning bid for the E-rate qualified power equipment for $12,449.33. High Point is the winning bid for low voltage for $27,424 and hardware and software for $77,073. The E-rate program, Schools and Library Program of the Universal Service Fund, is a Federal Communications Commission FCC initiative that provides discounts of 20 to 90% on telecommunications, internet access, and internal connections for eligible schools and libraries. Administered by USAC, it helps to make high-speed broadband and technology affordable with funding prioritized for high poverty in rural areas. I-35 is reimbursed at a 60% rate.
Yes. And we actually use the AEA to be our E-rate consultant, I think was what we'll call them. And so they send out the bid packages, they bring them all in, they score them, they send out the bid packages and then they send them to us to score, and then we'll end up paying, and then we get reimbursed at that 60% rate.
Okay.
So the Aircore is the wireless systems, and then the low voltage, what's that, all the doors and?
Wi-Fi. We're upgrading our wireless APs.
Oh.
Right now, we have 39 active APs, access points, in the entire building. That's still from the original install in 2011. So this will actually allow us to increase that to 101.
And those-
Basically, have a wireless access point in every classroom. There's going to be 93 in the main building, 5 in the CTE, 2 in the bus barn, and 1 out at the ball fields. So it will increase our speed. So the Aircore stuff is the hardware installation and programming for those wireless access points. And then the Aircore, the little over 12,000 for the Aircore is the uninterrupted power supply,
Oh, the
battery
UPS.
backup systems.
Okay.
And there's different categories for E-rate that are done in rotation or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 different categories of funding. There's the one that's the hardware, and then there's one that's like the cabling and equipment, and we file for both of them, so category 1 and category 2.
Okay.
We actually worked with a company that did a spot analysis for us and recommended that number of APs, so that's how we came to that, based on our device load and our current system.
So this is roughly asking for approval for 116,000, but we're getting reimbursed for 60% of it.
Yep.
So
It'll come in.
30,000. Okay.
Typically, it comes in different fiscal years when
Yeah.
that reimbursement comes in.
Yeah. Okay.
Any other
Good.
questions? I'd open the floor for a motion.
Motion to approve the E-rate power equipment as presented.
Properly motioned. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that takes us to the approval of auditorium work speakers. So they want to approve the CEC Communications to complete the auditorium work on speakers for $6,694.90.
And once this work is completed and we've got the actual invoice, then it'll be submitted to the Jester SU for the break fix to see if they'll cover those repairs.
Yep.
All right, questions?
No.
No? All right, open the floor for a motion.
I'll make a motion. Oh, go ahead, Monica. Sorry.
I'll make a motion to approve CEC Communications to complete the auditorium speakers.
It's been properly motioned. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, now we're looking for approval to replace dumbbells for the weight room and fitness room. The current ones in the center were purchased in 2014. They would like to move forward with purchasing new dumbbells since these are used by both student body as well as community members year-round. So they're over about 12 years old. The quote for replacement is from Perform Better for $8,475. Do I have discussion? Questions?
So I have a question.
Oh, correct.
What has went wrong with the dumbbells?
Did you look at the pictures of them?
Why don't you open your email?
Are they chipped?
Look at the pictures.
Do they still weigh 12 pounds? Do they still weigh 15 pounds?
Probably not.
Probably not, Dan.
With the pieces missing.
With pieces
Yeah,
missing
your
on,
5 pound
probably
ones are
not.
fine.
Yeah. The 5 pound ones you use are probably fine, Jess says, so, yeah.
Probably.
All right.
Want a motion? I'll give you a motion.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the dumbbells as presented.
Properly motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Let's roll. All right, we're gonna look at the approval of the gym floor refinishing. So approve the quote from Phillips Floor for the secondary gym floor refinishing at $44,140. These are some same ones that did middle school? That gym floor turned out really nice.
Yeah, so the plan was, if you remember when I came last year, we were gonna do that one first, because there were some other repairs that had to be done in there, and then do this one, so. This is what we budgeted for the 2 years.
Perfect.
So,
And that
Same
happened
company.
over the summer?
yeah.
All right. Any questions? I'd open the floor for a motion.
Okay, I'll motion to approve the floors for the secondary gym refinishing for $44,140.
Been properly motioned. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Been seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Now we're looking at approval of zones student Chromebook purchases. So approve the zones for $51,500 for student Chromebook purchases for the 26-27 school year. And we talked about this. You just do a certain group every year. So it's just a new group up. Right.
So is this different from the Chromebooks we approved a couple board meetings ago?
Yes, those were
Yeah.
teacher Chromebooks.
Yep.
Okay.
These are for the students, the one-to-ones.
Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you for the clarification.
Yep.
What age group?
This group, this purchase will have for next year's 5th graders and next year's freshmen.
All right. Questions?
I think kids should go back to pencil and paper like we did.
I said question, Tom. Do you have a question?
That's a statement, Tom.
Sorry, I get those confused.
All right, I'd open the floor for a motion.
Make a motion to approve the zone student Chromebook purchase as presented.
It's been properly motioned. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I'll second it.
It's been seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? All right, now we're gonna look at approval of policy updates, the second reading. So new and updated policies from the Iowa Association of School Boards, looking at equal education opportunities, school nutrition program policies.
Yeah, we read these and talked about them last time. They're just standard grammatical changes as well as a few legislative things that came up, but nothing alarming in those. So I'd recommend the group to approve.
Is that a motion?
We'll make a motion to approve the policy updates to the second reading.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
We got a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Okay. Now we have reached the portion where we're gonna go into closed session to review or discuss records which are required by authorized by state or federal law to be kept confidential, as a condition of the board's possession or receipt of federal funds, Iowa Code 21.51A. So,
Right, do we want to take a bathroom break?
5-minute
You guys,
break. Yeah, we can
do 5 minute break.
5 minute before we go completely into close.